At our focus this Sunday morning, 23 people have been killed in the train tragedy in Muzaffarnagar in Uttar Pradesh on Saturday evening. Latest reports suggest that the rescue operation at the site of the accident is over. The focus now is on track restoration work. Trains passing through the Meerut line of the Northern Railway have been either cancelled or diverted till 6 p.m. this evening. It is expected that the track would be restored by 7 p.m. this evening. Meanwhile, the railways along with the UP and Odisha government have announced compensation for the victims of the tragedy. 3.5 lakh rupees will be given to the families of those killed, 50,000 rupees for those seriously injured and 25,000 rupees for those with minor injuries. Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu is personally overseeing rescue and relief work at the accident site.
एक्सीडेंट साइट है, वहाँ पर कोचेस को टैकल करने का काम चल रहा है और साथ ही जो हॉस्पिटल्स हैं उसमें सीनियर ऑफिसर्स हमारे और रेलवे के डॉक्टर्स विजिट कर रहे हैं और हर तरीके की मेडिकल असिस्टेंस लोगों को मिल पाए वो इंश्योर किया जा रहा है. जनरल मैनेजर नॉर्दर्न रेलवे मिस्टर आर.के. कुलश्रेष्ठ, सीनियर ऑफिसर्स नॉर्दर्न रेलवे के और डीआरएम दिल्ली वो खुद साइट पर हैं और 12 कोच जो अफेक्टेड थे, डिरेल्ड थे, उसके अलावा बाकी कोचेस को हमने हटा दिया था. इसमें से 2 कोचेस को हटाया जा चुका है. अब 10 कोचेस साइट पर हैं. 2 रेलवे की क्रेन जो 140 टन की हैं उससे कोचेस को टैकल किया जा रहा है. साथ ही रोड क्रेन्स भी हमने बुलाई हैं जिससे कि जल्दी इनको टैकल किया जा सके. उम्मीद है कि शाम तक ट्रैफिक इस रूट पर रिस्टोर हो जाएगा.
एरिया खतौली, डिस्ट्रिक्ट मुजफ्फरनगर, स्टेट उत्तर प्रदेश witnessed one of its most horrific and scary train accident. And why it is most scary is this. Because of this, you can see behind me a trampled and squeezed pantry car that tells a tale of what must have been going through the passenger's mind when it happened. And both the sides of that trampled and squeezed pantry car is A2, which is still upside down and smashed into somebody's house. The house that I'm still standing on, a part of that house has been collapsed. And also another side is S1. The 3 coaches that borne the maximum brunt of that accident. Even as we speak, that area, the stretch is not yet cleared. Countless faceless men of Indian Railways are tirelessly working day in and day out to make sure the entire stretch is pliable. But that will take at least another 24 hours, what we have been told. Though rescue operation is over, what we're told by Indian Railway officials is at least 23 have been officially killed and at least 81 are officially injured. But be as it may, it gives you a fair sense the horror that the train accident has been yesterday evening. But questions are being raised that whether there has been a fault on the part of certain officials, because there are allegations from locals that there is a section of the track that was missing. In spite of that, there's no caution that was given to this train which was plying, and it was given a green signal. Questions are going to be raised and questions are bound to be raised that who is responsible for that 23 precious lives that were lost in an untimely manner. Reporting from Ground Zero Khatauli with Anil Jaiswal, I'm Anindo Banerjee for India Today.
All right, for more on this story, I'm joined by India Today's Ashutosh Mishra, who's reporting live from Muzaffarnagar District Hospital. Good morning, Ashutosh. What's the latest? I know it's a very challenging time for the authorities and, of course, for the families who are at the hospital with the victims. Please tell us more about the patients who are at the hospital. What is the situation there right now?
Well, good morning, Archana. Let me take you to the series of incidents that is taking place at this moment while we speak. Now, the evacuation process is completed. Rescue and relief operation is over. The administration, the NDRF and the agencies are trying to clear the debris from the accident side, and also expected once the debris are clear, if there is any more casualty or dead bodies lying there, that will be evacuated. Subsequently, in the district hospital and medical college, the railway administrations are here marking the passengers who are seriously injured, because the compensation has been announced by the railways. So they are here, marking all those passengers to provide them relief, provide them aid, and also the compensation. Subsequently, the probe that has been ordered by the railway, so the inquiry board member panel, they have been seen at the site, and also inquiry is underway. At the same time, there was a possibility, a conspiracy, terror conspiracy, because the agencies are not ruling out the terror conspiracy. However, they're taking, they were very cautious to term this incident as a terror conspiracy, because remember the Kanpur incident that was that has really made a noise of terror conspiracy behind that possible train accident. But this time, prima facie, the negligence from the authority, negligence from the railway official, that is being clearly seen, because the stretch there that incident took place, there's some repairing work was going on, and in spite of that, no red signal was given, no red alarm was given to the train that was coming with 100 km/h with speed. So clearly why the train would not stop. So all these aspects are being looked at. Now here I'm here at district hospital. Almost more than 50 patients are here who were injured due to this, and they have really a very sad story to share with. Many of them, they have lost their daughter, many of them they lost their father, son. So that's a tragic story after this massive disastrous accident. Back to you, Archana.
All right, Ashutosh, please stay on with us. Let's also tell our viewers about the timeline, how it unfolded. So when tragedy hit UP's Muzaffarnagar on Saturday evening, 14 coaches of Puri-Haridwar-Kalinga Express derailed. At least 23 people have been killed and several have been injured. Take a look at how exactly this tragedy unfolded.
Mangled carriages, coaches piled up on each other. In Muzaffarnagar, tragedy struck at around 5:45 on Saturday evening for commuters travelling on a Haridwar-bound train. Nearly 14 coaches of the Puri-Haridwar-Utkal Express derailed, one after the other.
This accident took place at around 5:50 p.m. this evening.
The speed of the train actually led to coaches piling up on one another, and one of the coaches even entered a house nearby.
If Anil can show the S2 coach, it has gone upside down, so much so it has gone into a house and smashed deep inside it.
Emergency services soon started rushing in as rescue operations began. And by 7:30 p.m., NDRF teams and even the anti-terror squad rushed to the spot. Injured were rushed to the hospital, and by 7:45 p.m., 4 lives were lost to the tragedy.
Since the verification and confirmation takes some time because many authorities are involved, but we have the confirmation of 4 deaths as of now. The figure can go up.
The figure did go up. Within the next half an hour, the death toll mounted to over 20. Those injured were rushed to the hospital nearby, and survivors were taken to Haridwar by road.
मौके पर हम लोगों ने
Pantry car of the train was the worst hit, almost smashed to smithereens.
Behind me is the pantry car, and that has been the worst hit. It is almost smashed, almost squeezed, almost trampled upon, as if an elephant has played a game with this coach.
The derailment resulted in cancellation of 3 train services on the route. By 11:15 p.m., the rescue operations were completed and restoration work began. With Anindya Banerjee in Muzaffarnagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, for more on this, Ashutosh is still with us on that story. Ashutosh, like you were telling us that, it appears as a case of negligence. What has the railways said on this issue? Because when we also spoke to the eyewitnesses, they were saying that the repair work was going on, but the driver wasn't alerted in time. So what's the official position on this theory as far as the tragedy at Muzaffarnagar is concerned?
In a very strange manner, Rachna, this morning the CPRO, Neeraj Sharma of the Indian Railway, he is not ruling out the terror conspiracy, citing the previous rail accident that took place in Kanpur. And at this moment, he is not ready to admit that there was some kind of repair work was going on. But we have eyewitnesses, the first-hand account, and also the ground report. Even I was there last night. I have seen that rail stretch where the repair work was going on. There are marking on that railway track particularly, and that is the the clear actually the question that why those workers, if they were working, and let me tell you, there is a standard protocol when such operations or such work is being done on these stretches. The local station, whichever close in the circle, they need to be informed, and any train passing through such stretches where some kind of repair work is going on, the driver need to be informed, or at least 500 meters there has to be a red flag or a person to be marked with a red flag. So to avoid such kind of incidents, neither of them such kind of preventive measures were taken. Also the locals were they told us that they told these workers who were at the repair work to inform the authorities, because number of express train, there was Shatabdi train which also passed couple of hours before, so they knew that this is a very busy traffic schedule. If there was some work, some repair work was going on, authorities were need to be informed. Now the probe has been ordered, the top level inquiry will be going on, but we have to see the kind of the negligence that was there being seen at ground zero. Government cannot get away with it. They have to respond on it. Back to you, Archana.
Right. Thank you so much, Ashutosh, for that update. We will keep coming back to you on that story. Remember, it's a huge development. All eyes remain on the probe and what led to this accident that killed over 23 people. And over 97 people have been seriously injured, and people are still in mourning. But the unfortunate bit is, and which has now become a template also, is that our politicians have found a way to milk the tragedy. Opposition has now gone for Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu's head. Former Railway Minister Lalu Yadav has demanded his resignation, while the Congress is now mocking Prime Minister Modi's bullet train plan. The opposition is cornering the government over train tragedies, as many mishaps have taken place since the NDA came to power. One such big tragedy was the express derailment Pokhran near Kanpur, where 150 people were killed. Listen in to what the opposition leaders are saying.